Hi, I'm Kimberly, and welcome to As I've Seen It. Well, the plot thickens. Did the Trump camp know Russia was helping Trump win the election? Well, about a week ago, one of Trump's favorite surrogates, Roger Stone, basically admitted that he had been in touch with the people who hacked the DNC, that he had been in contact with them. And of course, now he's trying to spin it and say, well, that contact was innocuous. Are you kidding me? So, Roger Stone, direct connection between somebody in the Trump camp and the Russian hackers. So, of course, now they're trying to downplay his role in the Trump campaign. The very first video I did and put up on YouTube was entitled something along the lines of, "What's up with WikiLeaks?" Well, I can ask that same question again this week. What's up with WikiLeaks? Because just about the time the Roger Stone thing was exploding, and just about the time we found out that Michael Flynn worked for the Turkish government, that he was a paid agent for a foreign government, just about the time we were all looking in that direction, here comes WikiLeaks to pull our attention in another direction. They dumped almost 9,000 documents about the CIA, and CIA experts say this had to have been an inside job. They basically told the world how the CIA can spy on people through devices like your laptop, your TV, your phone. There were people who freaked out, but here's the interesting thing. Yeah, this made front page of the New York Times and the Washington Post, but a lot of Americans went, meh, yeah, whatever. We're still watching the Trump-Russia story. And then Nigel Farage got busted walking out of the Ecuadorian embassy in London, the place where Julian Assange has been holed up as an asylum seeker for almost 5 years. What was Nigel doing visiting Julian? So, of course, Spicy gets asked about this at a press conference, and he turned all kinds of shades of purple and went, I'm not in charge of his schedule. He didn't even know what to say. And I don't know who tipped off BuzzFeed, but they were waiting for Nigel when he walked out. They got a photo. He, of course, was like, well, I don't know who I met with. I don't know what we talked about. And about an hour later, his party, UKIP, said, yeah, he met with Assange. They talked for about 40 minutes. What? This is Nigel, who's been hanging out with Trump ever since the election, actually before the election. Was he acting as a go-between between the Trump camp and Assange? Because remember, back on the campaign trail, Trump was in love with Julian Assange and WikiLeaks because they were leaking stuff about Hillary Clinton and her emails. Now, here's the other weird thing. While we're all watching the Trump-Russia scandal unfold, and there are new revelations almost every day, their deflection thing is there is a deep state coup going on. There are actual Trumpies who swear that Barack Obama stayed in Washington, D.C. so that he can try to overthrow Donald Trump. Yes. They are ignoring the fact that Sasha's in high school, so her parents decided not to uproot her. No. This is some dark conspiracy. So they're saying that there is the deep state. So they're trying to make it look like the intelligence agencies, these agencies which are investigating Trump's ties to the Russians during the campaign and after, they're trying to destroy the credibility of these agencies. So when they finally drop the bomb on Trump and give us all the evidence we need that he was in collusion with the Russians and is still in collusion with the Russians, that, the Trumpies won't believe them, that there will actually be a debate about this before he can be impeached. So a couple of other cuckoo crazy things that happened this week that sort of tied in with all of this. First of all, back during the campaign, some dude who was a former FBI agent came out and said, oh yeah, I'm the person that the Hillary people contacted at state because she tried to get us to declassify a document so it wouldn't look like she was using classified emails on her private server that she shouldn't be using. Come to find out that this former FBI agent was on Michael Flynn's payroll. This dude was being paid by Michael Flynn at the time that he accused the Hillary camp of trying to do a quid pro quo, give him something he wanted in exchange for declassifying a document. Add to that the big news couple of days ago. Jeff Sessions and, Trumpy decided to get rid of a bunch of U.S. attorneys who were appointed by Barack Obama. Now, this is not something that's terribly unusual. The president has a right to do this, and several presidents in the past have done the same. Here's the weird thing. The U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, basically covering Manhattan, is Preet Bharara. And Preet is a badass. Preet takes down criminals. Preet doesn't care what party you're in. He will lock you up if you are corrupt. And after the election, Preet had a meeting at Trump Tower because they wanted to keep him on, even though he was an Obama appointee. Because Preet's a tough guy. At the time, Preet was investigating the mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio. So this week, Jeff Sessions asked all the Obama appointees, the U.S. attorneys, to resign, including Preet. Preet's like, I'm not resigning. So they fired him. So why did they fire the dude that they had specifically asked to stay, invited him to Trump Tower to ask him to stay? Well, could it be that Preet is not only investigating their buddies at Fox News, but Preet is also one of the people looking into the ties between the Trumpies and Russia? Every day there are new developments. Thanks for watching.